We're here in game number 2, and oh my goodness gracious me, oh my, the picks are already coming fast and furious. They have just ran through this drafting stage. I'm Lyrical, going to be joined as well by Lacoste, and, well, it's Team Liquid versus Navi. What else need be said? How did you feel about game number 1?
Yo, it's me again. It feels like it's the same as game number 2, judging by the picks. Game number 1, Navi did really well, placed observer wards, but they seem to have failed to get those kills and kill Elk a few more times. If they did it, I think it would have been a bit different game if they tried to like kill Alka 2 more times, but Miracle was playing so cautious. If you watch the game right now, it feels like we're casting a replay, except the part that Navi banned that X for that Dazzle because it caused a lot of problems to Navi. I'm still expecting to see Ember Spirit this game as well from Navi.
Yeah,
it's the same 2 picks, Slardar Timbersaw against Underlord Dazzle, and it went so fast as well.
Yeah, totally. It really did. Well, and it's almost interesting to me. Like Navi, they're like, oh yeah, Axe, that's a hero. I forgot about him. Or, I don't know. It felt maybe a little bit weird. Maybe they just thought that they were going to be able to get away with it. In any case, it is going to be the Bat Rider now taken as well. Maybe the Matumba Man run on Timbersaw was a little bit of a shake to them as well as a possibility. But in either case, they're now running the Underlord Bat Rider. So expecting this to be a position for Underlord again, which is kind of making a little bit of a comeback. People liking to see that. Do you like Underlord in that position? And does it sort of limit you in other ways throughout your draft?
I don't find it that strong with it because it doesn't have early kill potential. It does if you have some kind of stun in terms of you using Firestorm, but pretty much people gonna skill a Trophy Aura before Pit of Malice. So at level 4, which you're gonna be at minute 5, minute 6, you're gonna have level 1 Pit of Malice, which only lasts a little bit less than a second. I don't know if that's enough. That hero move speed is not so good as well. He needs Boots of Speed, as we saw in the game before the last one. When who played it? Soneiko played it. He did really good in the early game. But I think that hero needs to tank up. He needs to be played as a core.
And it seems very strange to me that also be running it with the Dazzle, because they're running into the exact same issue that they had last time, where they just don't have any lockdown. Like, you have Bat Rider to deal with the Timbersaw and then taking the Shadow Fiend mid now. Like, I am just, they're running the exact same draft from Liquid. They're doing everything that they want, pretty much. Oh, wait, no, that was the game before this, excuse me.
Yeah.
But it's still the same problem.
Well, it's combined. It's 2 games combined into 1 game. Yeah. Well, Underlord and Dazzle are heroes that work really well together because of the amount of heal coming from both of them, especially if Underlord goes for a mech. But in early game, they are not so mobile. It's easy to dodge. Let's call those ganks. You can't gank with the Dazzle, and with Underlord you can, but a little bit later, after 5, 6, 7 minutes, and they're not heroes that move easily around the map. If you look at, I don't know, Bounty Hunter, Rikimaru, Earth Spirit, Rubik, these are heroes that can gank easily. Those 2 are really not.
And the thing that I'm worried about now as well is that you have the same problem that you're probably going to run into where Slardar and Rubik are going to be able to roam around the map. And it's going to be harder for them to find the kills than they found on Ember Spirit because they don't have the Dire side where you can get that nice little wraparound through the trees. But Shadow Fiend could still get dove here, particularly if they start to really aggressively invade the Radiant jungle. And I'm just concerned about the dive potential they have in Liquid. They've yet to reveal the mid player. Like it feels like Dazzle is almost going to have to camp Shadow Fiend mid to keep him alive in this game.
We'll see what Liquid picks. They still lack a mid hero, as you said. So I'm looking forward to see what's going on the mid lane. It's always fun to play against Shadow Fiend. It was one of my favorite heroes to play against because that hero is like a creep early game, just favorite to kill. Yeah, just love to kill that hero.
10 seconds remaining.
Also, good Rubik game, good spells to steal from Dazzle and Underlord.
Yeah.
Also, they lack lockdown. for Nerubian Weaver.
Reserve time.
See Underlord, Pit of Malice, and Bet Rider, Lasso, and that's it.
Yeah, just
Plus all the other stuff you need to focus on in team fights.
like maybe out of Navi they go like, oh, Necro's already been banned. I was gonna say that would be an interesting one, and then have like Shadow Fiend be able to burst through somebody, but maybe I don't even know what Navi need to go for in the last pick. Something with some amount of control, like at least a stun for me.
Yeah, they lack stun. I want to see Invoker coming out from Team Liquid or that one. That hero is always fun to watch. Those double searing chains is just so damn good.
Totally.
Then the last game didn't even have a Blink Dagger. I think that was a bit of mistake. He couldn't position himself.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I guess maybe just wanting to get into items that would allow him to
5
tank up a little
seconds
bit or
remaining.
whatever, or survive longer, deal more damage in the fight. Like they were working at such a deficit at that point too that it was just so hard for it to work out. But Navi, last pick right now, safe lane hero, maybe gonna go with the stun. Is there anything that really strikes your fancy, or do you think it's pretty okay with whatever?
I don't know about.
Maybe Sven, is that still a hero in Dota 2 anymore? I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It was played at Dota Pit, especially. It's a good suggestion from you, especially versus Weaver and Slar to give that bonus armor. I mean, Sven as a hero is not so strong anymore because that hero, the way he was played before you went for Helm of the Dominator. Oh, nice. As goes for Sven, you went for Helm of the Dominator, and then you stacked some ancient camps and farmed forest. Now it's a bit harder because creeps spawn every 2 minutes, and you don't pretty much have anyone to stack you those ancients. So it's a little bit out of meta, but it could have worked out here as well. Chaos Knight, I love this hero.
Do you love it against Slard or Timbersaw?
I don't love it against Timbersaw, but I love it in general. If you just look at Chaos Knight against no one, he's a good hero. But if you look what Team Liquid has, then it's not such a great hero.
That's really rough. Yeah. Well, this is feeling like there's a potential for a lot of trouble for Chaos Knight, but they might end up being able to pull it off. Pycat running it. We'll see how he ends up doing. Early predictions. Do you think that Navi have a chance here? Liquid obviously were incredibly dominant last game. What's your read on this? The way that this is.
Well, everyone has a chance in winning a game. We're not say from the start that one team is gonna lose, but I think Liquid has an upper hand in this because of the draft they have against. They got their hands on Slardar and on Timbersaw. And they have this position 4 Underlord, which I'm not a big fan of from what I saw. It doesn't scale that good. He needs levels and he needs farm to be efficient so he can tank up.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's something that we're going to have to see if he's able to get into that amount of farm early on. Look at this Chaos Knight set, by the way. This thing is beautiful. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it is. Look at it. Just
Look
so
at that
amazing.
shield. Oh, man. Where do you get this set? I have no idea.
I want to see a mid matchup, SF versus Ember Spirit.
Sorry,
It can go both ways because Shadowfiend he just removes. They're gonna be pretty much the same level, so Shadowfiend removes his Flame Guard with 2 raises.
Oh, yeah.
Depends how game's gonna be played, who's gonna come mid, but Ember Spirit has a upper hand, especially if he gets level 6 before him. He can just dive in those triple remnants plus Flame Guard and Searing Chains. If he goes in on him, he can't remove his shield because of the being able to use only 1 raise.
Good.
If he dives you can only use 1 raise, and that's the closest one. He's just gonna be at your 100 range, so
Right.
you can't remove it if he dives you. So I expect some early ganks from Team Liquid.
Seconds to battle.
They want to give some advantage to Miracle because of that, so he can just be at a better position later on. Just get that level 6 and then get some more kills. Shadowfiend is just gonna be food if it's that kind of scenario, but we'll see.
So I like this movement down as well. Slardar, he is going to end up going in there. He drops down a ward, hangs out, breaks the smoke that comes, but because of that, he ends up actually revealing his ward placement by Navi. So it does end up amounting to a lost ward in this bottom lane, but it looks like they are going to be just sticking with mind control alone up in the top lane, and wasn't fully expecting it to be a mind control Weaver.
Yeah, he plays it well. It's a Matumba man on
Yeah.
man on Timber, so it had to be. We see a lot of players like they like to switch. For example, when Kuroki and Matumba man are playing stuff like Pudge, and I don't know, they like to switch roles. Same goes for when Black from Team Faceless plays Pudge. He goes to position 4,
Right.
from carry position.
Oh, speaking of some trouble down here, General running away. That's not your tower, man. You need to get the hell out of here. He's going to end up dropping down. First blood drawn by GH, and well, boots first is pretty good on the Slardar, turns out.
Yeah, it always is. Just give them that extra movement. Chaos Knight is gonna farm. Free farm at the top lane. But so will Matumba Man on bottom lane.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting to see how this works out, too. I haven't seen a lot of CK, and actually, Talent Tree, Reality Rift pierces spell immunity. If he gets to level 25, that is actually spectacular. That's a really cool one. Do you go that or cooldown reduction, do you think?
Cooldown reduction on who?
On CK? 20%.
CK? Depends how the game goes. None of these heroes in Team Liquid have BKB carrier hero.
Okay.
Ember is not, Timber is not, Slardar, it's position 4 Slardar. It might be if he gets farm, but they don't need it, so he's gonna probably go for a cooldown reduction.
All right. We also see this movement out now. Liquid, they're going to go and contest both of the bounty runes. They pick up the ones on the side of Navi's map and might even be able to pick up the other ones as well. As Biver... Ooh, 5 HP, but GH is there. Oh, he misses his crutch. In a little bit of trouble now. He's also getting hit by the tower. Can they find this kill? They have RMN in the area, bringing him
Nice
low.
play by
Biver
Viber.
is going to die, and, well, now Pycat on top of mind control. He is going to drop also. So Team Liquid with a pretty serious little mistake there.
Let's see how the mid goes. 12 versus 9 CS in favor of Shadowfiend. It's pretty even.
Yeah. Is this something that you would expect in this matchup?
Yeah, it's pretty even matchup. Both are gonna farm. Shadowfiend can just clear the wave and just farm forest, maybe stack it if it's a good timing.
Yeah. Well, and meanwhile, it's kind of something where you'd expect that those rotations would come, but they brought the Underlord in to try and help defend against that movement. When level 6 comes around, does that change anything for Miracle?
Yeah, it does. He's so much stronger than when Shadowfiend hits level 6. It doesn't practically do anything on Shadowfiend, but for Miracle, he becomes like 2 times stronger hero on level 6. If you see Roman on Underlord, he's farming with Quelling Blade in jungle, which is what I saw some people doing it. But there's a ward from Team Liquid. GH has a vision on him. Just try to steal some XP from that. Maybe even steal the creeps.
Oh yeah, gonna punish that one and actually able to take that one away.
Yeah,
So
he got it.
well done.
Sneaky little GH.
With his sprinting around causing mischief. Roman is going to head back into here now, though, and they're just keeping their eyes on it. Also able to steal away a bounty rune. So Liquid has pretty consistently been able to come and contest. This is something that we've seen a lot of GH doing, is just making sure he picks up as many of those bounty runes as he can and really heavily prioritizing going into the enemy jungle for it. Oh, Dendi chasing Miracle. That's kind of bold, but pushes him away from the shrine. Doesn't get the full value out of it. And Dendi's been having a really good game this time around.
Yeah, it's 25 against 13, double the CS. Pit Lord is standing on top of the hill. They're trying to push mid tower. Has siege creep as well, just to do some damage. Gonna use 2 raises to clear the creep wave.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Bottom
top
lane
tower
as well.
is under
Pressure
attack.
being mounted. GH is here with mind control, and it's a big creep wave coming in for Pycat. They reality raft back in, mind control, stun as well, but the turnaround stun is also going to be there. Bug's now on and might chase down Pycat a little bit. Mind control took another one of those tower blasts, so a little bit unfortunate for them. They couldn't dive it, and looks like Navi will be able to walk away unscathed. So, pretty fine for the moment.
Yeah, pretty even game. 2-2, 5 minutes. Level 5 Shadowfiend, level 5 Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit lacks a bit of XP to get that level 6.
Well, the early rotations I was expecting haven't completely amounted to a ton of kills, but now Pycat is just going to get ran on. They have Ivor in the area, but no mana for Grave. I don't know if it would have mattered anyways. It probably would have, but geez, that hurts.
Unfortunate, actually.
Oh my god.
Rubik, pretty high level, almost level 5.
Dire's
Yeah.
middle tower
Is this a situation now where, like, how is it that one of these teams taking advantage, or what do you feel like is going to be the main go point for them to start trying to move towards objectives?
Well, they're just. It's not like they have some mid-game objective because they don't know how the game is gonna turn. But they're just trying to farm, get some. Because these heroes, Underlord and Dazzle, they're not really don't have much ganking potential. They're better if the enemy team dives you, so they just need to be at the right position at the right time. For Navi, that's what they need to do.
Oh, you know what? Kuroki just saw that they used the speed boost on the courier, and he might walk back in to try and get the snipe on this as it comes back out.
Yeah, I just saw it. Like he's trying to do it.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
the ward he placed just saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, will he have enough damage to do it? The bottle is coming back for some reason to pick
Okay.
up a ward and TP.
All right, man, they've actually caught on to him now, and they realize what's going to happen is, well, Miracle taking a lot of damage from Dendi here. The raises, can they quite finish? No. He's going to walk away, but now the snipe on the courier? No, they can't go for it. They're just going to back out. Don't want to push their luck. Bottom lane, more damage going in as they're trying to control it, mind control. They do not have another stun as Chaos Knight is out of mana.
Let's see what Chaos Knight will build. It's a classic build for now. Power Treads and Magic Wand in quick buy. After that, maybe a Helm of the Dominator to get some extra stats because he lacks mana. Before drums were.
middle tower is under
Oh,
Oh, GH.
will it be enough? Will
Taking
it
the
be
courier.
enough? Yeah.
Yeah, they are going to
it
be able
will.
to find one kill down there in the bottom lane, but then on the other side, GH is going to probably sacrifice his life. Well, maybe not. Trying to get out. Oh, there's a raise. Yeah, there's no way. Dendi came on in, so they punished the bounty steal, and I guess down bottom it was just a kill on the Weaver.
Yeah, they got the Weaver. Barely, but got him. Yeah, I like how two of us work together. Everyone's seeing one side of the map. We got each other covered, bro.
What a guy. Awesome. Bestest.
Bestest test.
That's right. As it looks like they're going to move in for some more damage onto the... Well, I guess they're thinking about trying to do something here in mid for Miracle, but it's just been a very passive, get your farm up, try and find those levels, and God, Ember Spirit, every time he walks in is just getting that Flame Guard taken down.
Yeah, I mentioned it before. Two raises will be enough just to take that Flame Guard off. And look at the CS, 58 against 26. That's even more than double for Shadowfiend.
Dendi's back, everybody. I think that's what we can all know from this little statistic right here.
Dendi was never gone.
There
Dendi
you
was
go.
always here, at least in our hearts.
True enough. So, see if Miracle can deal with this pressure that's coming out. How do you come back into this game if you're Miracle at this point, considering how far behind he is in terms of CS?
Oh, he's 1.5 level below SF and 25 creeps below. He just needs to get some good
Radiant's top tower
plays
is
from
under
GH and Rubik and to just be in fights to get back into the game. He can farm.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
Shadowfin just flash farms.
Over to the side here, GH is going to get gone upon. There's multiple TPs that are rotating in. Mind Control trying to dive for this one, but he might end up paying the cost. But never mind the big
what a
jump
play
from
from
Matumba.
Matumba.
He hasn't killed Fiverr that yellow, and now Dendy doing a good bit as well. He's rotated
Beaver
back
has
in.
for a TP.
They might be able to make that
Oh.
happen. Matumba is going to
Will
be
they
able to
scout
find
him?
that one. Now looking for more. Now General in some trouble. He is going to die, so
Nice
3
play, nice
dead.
play.
It was looking good for a second with Dendy, but he just couldn't do enough
then-
damage.
Matumba man just dealt like
Oh.
500 insta damage to 3 of them.
God, and look at this now. Dendy in trouble, is going to drop. They bring in Pycat. He wants to find something here, and
CK is
they're
gonna
not
die
gonna
as
do
well.
it. Oh, jeez,
Oh
no.
my god.
Oh, Liquid. Ripping throats out.
That's the play they needed to come back into the game. That's what I was talking about. The others making the plays and Miracle getting a kill on that Shadowfiend.
Lordy, lordy. That is one of those moments that you hate to see as a Navi fan, but Liquid certainly looking strong here. And, I mean, Matumba Man's going to be going back in towards this cloak here, or rather the hood, which is going to be completed if he wants to go pick it up from the side shop. I don't know how you kill him at this point. It's going to be really tough.
Yes, for now it's all magical damage output from Navi, so he is all good. You can just turn that on. 325 magic block, which is just plus he has how much? Let me check. 47% magic resistance.
Oh, lordy. Yeah, that is tough. Meanwhile, you can see GH is... I mean, look at how scared Navi is here. A couple of heroes are missing from the map. They see that Slardar is moving over this direction, throwing Amp on Shadowfiend. He can't farm comfortably. Navi are completely hemmed in now, and going to need to make some type of a play.
Liquid is playing so aggressive, considering
Oh.
that they still didn't take tier 1 mid tower.
Oh, General Graves going to TP. That was a nice play. All right, no chains, and he is going to escape. So well played there by Biver, able to come in and help out his buddy. But now they found 2 with Armen and Dendy.
Miracle just passing by, saying hi, searing chains, high five.
12 minutes in now, 5-9 is the score, but you can take a look at the net worth graph, heavily into the favor of Liquid as well. 3,000 net worth and around 1,500 experience. How does the next couple of minutes shape up for both of these teams?
Liquid will just try to play as aggressive as they can, because they have what they need. They don't have the items, but they have the levels and the heroes to fight them.
3 seconds
let's see.
stun on Miracle. They have the Pit of Malice down on Kuroki. This might be the turnaround that they need. They're already able to take down 1, now looking for another. They pull back in Miracle. The Remnant goes out, but they're not going to be able to catch up to it now. Another stun could come from Pycat, but with Blink online, they weren't quite able to do enough with the Batrider. He had to use Lasso earlier to escape from that last gank.
I bet Ryder just showed his Blink Dagger, so they know he has it, so they will be more careful. Just try to maybe use Scan just to see if he's going for a gank. But overall, General is pretty farmed. Has a Blink Dagger bottle, considering what he was laning against.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It still feels to me as if they have the ways to get back into it. Maybe a pick-off on Mind Control would be the thing that does it. He jukes out to the side. Good decision to head this way instead. Well, maybe not. General spots him. He's like, oh, you're still here? Let's hang out for a second.
They don't have any reveal, but CK, time lapses.
What is Mind Control doing? All right, they have found him finally, and there's the pull-in. Can they kill him off in time? Pycat here. Stun. No, it's not enough. He just walks back in again. All right, this is...
What is he gonna do? Just stand here for the next... Yeah, they use Scan.
Oh, stay
Oh,
still.
it's so close. They got him.
Now Pycat will run by
Pycat knows. Yeah.
There's the stun. There's the reality rift trying to find it. General, he's going to sneak away again. Buy some dust. Navi, get yourself reveal. What is
He
this?
has another TP, 37 seconds cooldown. Maybe he TP's out. Actually, he's just gonna run. All right. Meanwhile,
Space
there's,
created. That's what we can say.
Timbersaw killing that tier 2 tower bottom and has a his item finished.
Man. Yeah, he
Has
is.
enough gold if he disassembles arcane boots. Yeah. And Slardar got his blink dagger. It's gonna be so easy to fight for Team Liquid right now. Slardar is TPing.
They want to take this Pycat behind the tower, and I don't know if they realize that this is what happened. He did make the long path around. He was eating up through the trees, and now is going to send the illusions. This is actually a really great play by Pycat. Going to be able to immediately jump onto DH and is going to die. So a great catch out there. It means no blink dagger from Slardar. Mind Control trying to run away, but a really nice play there by Pycat.
Tower is under
Yeah, Mind Control again doing his thing. Oh, Shadow Fiend.
Dendi in some trouble. Firestorm down as well, trying to get out of there, but Miracle's here as well. They get the
Nice
grave.
grave coming out from
All right.
Dazzle.
Turnaround might come about now.
Let's see if it's gonna be enough.
Yep, heal, dodges one of the chains. Mind Control goes through him. They do find that kill, but that also
Yeah,
took down Weaver. Okay.
Weaver was there like 3 minutes ago as well. It's his spot.
He finally ends up dying to it. Kuroki is going to grave himself.
Kuroki, nice play.
The Flame Break should kill him in base, though, I think. No, it's not
No.
quite enough. So, well
He
played by
didn't have
Kuroki.
mana for lasso.
Top lane, Pycat stuns up. This fight has been going on for a while now. There's just running around the map, and they're going to end up finally losing Pycat. So, I don't know. It looks like that's pretty heavily favoring Team Liquid. Like, they lost Shadow Fiend and
Navi is
Knight.
getting some kills, but in return, they're giving so much more. And they're not killing the cores, they just kill the position 4 Slardar. That's it.
Well, now
Lasso is ready.
General going to walk in.
Shadow Fiend only has 18 souls. It's not gonna be enough for a fight.
Not enough for Roshan either, unfortunately. So Liquid back out, and
As you can see, this position 4 Underlord, it's not quite working. He is 1-3-3, and look at his item. I mean, he's still gonna do his thing in a team fight, but he lacks items to be tanky.
yeah, and this is a lineup where that can't really afford to happen. He's a really big target for Timbersaw to hit with his full combo, and well, honestly, like, even with the bugs on him, RMN needs to be really careful here. So, a tough one right now, indeed, if you're RMN. So, at least in the meantime, Chaos Knight trying to build into a Helmet Dominator. He went for a Midas. Do you like this
Midas.
pickup?
Yeah, I like the build. He needs to get back into the game. He didn't have much farm at the start. He's at what, position 5 in net worth.
Oh, Viver though, he gets the grave
Oh.
off. That was
He's
necessary.
gonna live. He's gonna live, but CK used his ultimate.
Now, close to being able to find that pick eventually, but that's really unfortunate. That's a long cooldown too.
Yeah, if you look at the Miracle's items, he's not going for that Whale build into Boots of Travel. He just went for Power Treads and going for Lincoln Sphere so that they can't kill him, which is really smart.
Oh, geez, and now Dendi is just going to drop again. They're going to be able to chase this further. They found General and trying to get the Dark Rift out. Matumba Man doesn't have enough damage there quickly enough to
They're
find the
just
kill.
gonna back out.
Yeah.
A lot of players on Slardar, after they get Blink, they love to go for Midas after that, which I prefer. But sometimes if you think the game's not gonna end, if you think the game's not gonna last, they prefer to go for Force Staff, which is also good. You need to have that feeling. If the game's gonna end in the next 10 minutes, 7-10 minutes, let's say, or it's gonna last a little longer than that, so you just go for Midas, and then you have one more hero secured for a late game.
Yeah, definitely. You can also see now that Timbersaw's starting to get his Bloodstone charges up too, so they're in a position where they can accelerate and try and end that game early. As another smoke play, but it's just so hard to find that kill. They're going to go and look for the Remnant, and this is pretty heads up. General spots him out, but there's the Remnant away, so not quite perfectly on the mark, but it was a nice idea from Navi. And they might end up losing
I
Dendi.
see Shadow Fiend.
Oh god, Amp,
Shadow Fiend is
Crush.
alone.
They're diving
There's
everywhere. Yeah, he's just... Dendi, after a nice start, has just been completely hemmed in.
Even Weaver has a Lincoln Sphere, so that's a second one coming out of them in the next few minutes, which is gonna be really hard for Navi to fight. They only have Lasso and CK stuff to cancel it.
Yeah, it's pretty god-awful for dealing with the Lincolns. This is rapidly going to start going out of control, I feel like, and it might end up looking like last game. If you're Navi at this point, what's your plan? What's your go-to move? Is there anything really outside of just trying to buy for more time?
I think they need to not get picked off and try to get a pick off for them with Bat Rider, some smokes, or maybe a Pit Lord ult.
Yeah.
And that's it. They need to play passive at the moment, except trying to find a kill with Bat Rider. I mean, their picks, as I mentioned during the pick phase, in terms of Dazzle and Underlord, don't have much kill potential. And they need to move with a CK, Bat Rider, +1 hero to get a kill. Especially when the two Lincolns are up.
Yeah, you can see this Lincoln Sphere, it's just completely preventing them from doing anything. And you would love to be able to go on to Miracle right now, down to half HP, no Flame Guard up, but they just can't make the initiation. Ugh. Somewhat heartbreaking there. But net worth lead, 10,000. They're still stalking them. And, well, the pings come out. They realize, yeah, okay, we should probably run away now. They have Dark Rift if they want to go for it. Just very, very safe play by Liquid right here.
Yeah, they're just going look at the war they have. Then they pretty much see everything on this side of the map. They see Navi's movement, really good placement of the wards. And then slowly they're just gonna try to take tier 2 towers and have a good Roche in Slardr's ult as well. So Roche goes down quickly. They just need to create more space so they feel more secure to go on Roche.
Yeah.
And Miracle has Arcane Rune. This is the best rune for Ember Spirit.
This is so scary. And he can just run at them.
Maybe double damage late game.
Right.
I'd say. But I'd still go for Arcane Rune instead of DD maybe.
All right, well, here we
Anytime.
go. A big chance right now for them to actually go for initiation. Liquid is backing out. They need to be careful on the side of Navi. If they happen to put themselves in a bad position, they could end up overextending.
Yeah, but look at the bottom lane meanwhile. Liquid just split pushing them. Navi doesn't have much catch. You see, they're trying to do something, but they can't. It feels so hopeless for them. It's like you're losing the game, but you need to get back into the game somehow. But they try to go top, but they don't have anything to go with. So look at this Weaver with Lincoln Sphere just trying to split push. They're trying to go on top.
And now they're going to pick them off as they back out. They're not all together, and they're going to be able to catch Arman. Roman going down and is going to drop. So now the fight becomes even that much more difficult. Well, the tier 3 tower is almost taken in the bottom lane. Across the board, Liquid just, they know what they need to accomplish, and they're getting it done time and again.
And now they're gonna go Roche. Look at the TP coming out from Weaver with Bugs and Slardr. They're just gonna do it. It's being pinged.
Well, we can start taking a look maybe at some of the talent, see if that finds any way to get them back into this now.
Maybe they get some good talents at level 15, 20 on Navi side to see if they can turn it. Yeah, CK, it's a no. Shadow Fiend, it's a no. Underlord, no. Yeah, it's a no.
It's a no. I think that's what we can leave it at. Oh, wait, hold up there. There's a big fight here as they've caught on to, well, Miracle trying to go into Dendi, but General, oh, good jump away.
Oh.
And now, I mean, Liquid is still taking this. This isn't by any means free, as General does have a blink in a second.
Now we can still contest it.
Jump forward. Matumba not going to be able to control him out. Pycat is going to end up jumping back into it now. He's controlled and has popped his ulti, but all of his illusions are already very low. And they actually can't stay around any longer. They have been able to catch on to Miracle, though. That's a jump forward, a good
let's see
crush
what happens
from
to
GH.
Miracle.
Is it going to be enough? It looks like he's going to be able to survive through it. Meanwhile, Dendy popping the BKB. They run away. Nobody dead as of yet, but they jump through with Matumba Man and kill off Pycat. And now looking for more. General on his last legs, and Araman does not have Dark Rift at this point to get the rest of his team out. Looks like General is going to survive for a second, and breaking Blink Dagger, but Force Staff can be back up in a second for GH. Matumba chasing down Roman. He is going to almost fall. Miracle was so low, but they couldn't get the kill. 4 dead from Navi, and Roshan still on the
It
menu.
looked promising for Navi at one point, like when Ember went in and dropped to very low HP. He's just buying time for his team. He knows the hero perfectly. And then Timbersaw goes in, and they really don't have anything to deal with that super farm Timbersaw.
And
19 charges on him, 0 deaths, 25 minutes.
Miracle diving for the Dazzle, basically to the tier 4s at this point. And I mean, Pycat's got a Midas, so
Radiant's middle tower.
you never know. There's a chance.
You never know what can happen. I agree. I think
We'll
if he has that 20% cooldown reduction, he can use Midas faster.
There you go. That's the dream
Yeah.
right there. They broke the Lincolns, but couldn't get the catch on to Miracle. As he just remnants away again. This is the thing that always feels like it's the biggest part of Liquid's drafts is that they play very safe. They don't try and overextend, and almost sometimes to a fault, but you can see this time around, it's going to be hard for them to throw this game.
It really will. I mean, they gave Aegis to Weaver, who has Lincoln Sphere, Dragon Lance, and Maelstrom.
What a monster. Oh, and yeah, just a casual Requiem of Souls by Kuro as well. It's about to come off cooldown. As Araman,
Just
not
running
long
around.
for this world. Matumba Man, 20 Bloodstone charges.
He knew his fate there. Just, okay, let me die.
You know, I will say, we're maybe being a little bit harsh on Navi here. They're a team that has just formed their very first game as their full official squad. And particularly in Game 1, I felt like there was parts of their draft that looked really strong. And I thought that their play was pretty good.
Yep.
What's your read on it?
Both games they had. I think they didn't draft well. They lacked.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. They lacked some control in the picks and the initiation, but overall they played the laning phase and the mid game, first part of the mid game they played really well. Then after that, they could just do control of the game, both games.
And it's not really stopping now either. I mean, they ran after CK, took him down. Oh, Araman doesn't even get off any of his abilities. His Force Staff forward is going to take a ton of damage from this one. Meanwhile, Miracle, man up against Dendy, the BKB pops and immediately out. As soon as that BKB is down for Dendy, they all run away. Knew exactly what it was they wanted to accomplish, and now they're going to go back in. Round 2, ding, 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 and General already going to go down. Biverswell going to TP out of here, but there's the lift from Kuro. He was never going to escape, as it looks like the barracks are going to fall.
They're so farmed, but Liquid loves to play. They don't overextend in team fights, and there's the GG being called. They don't overextend. They just play safe. When they think the game might go wrong, they just back. In team fights as well, they just go in, they don't overextend, get 1-2 kills back, try to get force a buyback if they have. If not, they take a tower, they just take it slow. Really, really calm team.
Oh my God, I'm getting all of the notifications about the bracket stuff or whatever the heck it's called. Why are these things showing up right now? Apparently British rap music played well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching game number 2. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast again. Self as well as Lacoste, your 2 casters for this one. Lyrical, I didn't say my name. I probably should have done that. Navi versus Team Liquid. It's a 2-0 clean sweep for Liquid, who just looked nigh unstoppable. And we're going to get to see them again in just a second when they face off against Alliance, one of the other big bad boys on this European qualifiers. Cost, any final words about these 2 teams and the way that you see them going forward, maybe their place within EU?
Navi, newly formed team. I think they need to find their play style. The new patch came. They have strong individuals, but I think they need some more time to feel the chemistry between the players and find their play style. As for Team Liquid, I just love this team, how they play, and I think they will go far this year.
All
really.
right.
And this tournament specifically, and the whole year as well. They've been really consistent.
Yeah. Well, I think that we're all excited to see how it ends up working out. Again, a bit of a rough start, but they're also going up against what's probably the strongest team in the group. So we'll see how they fare against a couple of those other teams. I think that probably Cloud9, Ad Finum, those will be a little bit more even matchups to me, more on the same level. But for anybody's, we will be back in just a little bit with our third series of the day, Liquid facing off against Alliance, and it's sure to be a doozy. So stick around, everybody. You're watching the Starladder iLeague Star Series Season 3. We're right back.
E-Gaming Bet.